Imagine waking up tomorrow and the world outside your window isn't the familiar curved horizon we know. Instead, stretching out infinitely is a perfectly flat plane, a flat Earth. It's a concept that's captivated imaginations for centuries, and even today, some still ponder its possibility. But let's move beyond pure speculation and dive into the cold, hard reality of physics. What if Earth was actually flat? The answer, surprisingly, is terrifying, because within 24 hours, everyone on that flat world would be dead. For thousands of years, civilizations debated the fundamental shape of our home, from ancient myths of disc-shaped worlds carried by cosmic turtles to the eventual scientific consensus of a true globe. The idea of a flat Earth persists as a fascinating what if. But science doesn't just debunk this notion. It paints a vivid picture of utter catastrophe should such a world somehow exist. This isn't about belief or opinion. It's about the fundamental laws that govern the universe. And these laws demonstrate that a flat Earth would be an impossible, uninhabitable nightmare. The first and perhaps most devastating problem stems directly from gravity. On our familiar spherical Earth, gravity pulls everything towards its center, which is deep beneath the surface. This means the force acts consistently perpendicular to the ground, no matter where you stand, giving us that comfortable sensation of down. But on a flat disk, things would be profoundly and dangerously different. Imagine a massive uniform disk. Its center of mass wouldn't be directly beneath your feet unless you were standing precisely in the middle. Instead, gravity would exert its pull towards the geometric center of that entire disk. So, if you were at the very edge of this flat world, gravity wouldn't pull you down towards the plane you're standing on, but rather powerfully inwards, towards the absolute middle of the disk. Picture it. You'd feel like you're constantly climbing a gentle yet relentless slope, leaning inward even on what visually appears to be perfectly level ground. As you walked further from the disk's center, the inward pull would become stronger, making it feel like walking up an increasingly steep, insurmountable hill. Buildings, if they somehow managed to stand initially, would lean drastically towards the center, straining under immense lateral forces and eventually collapsing. People on the rim would find gravity pulling them almost horizontally, making standing upright impossible. Everything, every person, every structure, every loose object would slowly, inexorably start sliding and crumbling towards the center, forming an unimaginable, chaotic mountain range of debris and destruction. There would be no true up or down as we understand it, only inwards towards the disk's heart. With gravity behaving so erratically, holding onto a breathable atmosphere becomes an utterly impossible feat. On our spherical Earth, gravity forms a relatively uniform blanket around the planet, effectively trapping and containing gases close to the surface. But on a flat disk, without a consistent downward pull across its entire surface, the atmosphere would simply leak away into the vacuum of space. The air molecules on the edges would feel a weak pull towards the center, but also outwards and upwards due to their own kinetic energy, escaping easily. Without a uniform gravitational field strong enough to contain them, the atmospheric pressure would rapidly dissipate. Within a mere matter of hours, our vital protective layer of air would begin to thin dramatically. We'd quickly experience conditions similar to the highest altitude mountains, then eventually the crushing vacuum of space itself. The oxygen would vanish, stars would become glaringly visible in broad daylight, and the sky would turn a stark, chilling black. Without the immense atmospheric pressure, water in our bodies would literally boil at room temperature, causing us to freeze solid or tragically expand to burst. This catastrophic loss of atmosphere would be an instant, absolute death sentence for all forms of life. And what of the magnificent oceans? On a flat Earth, they simply couldn't exist as the vast, stable bodies of water we depend on. The very same gravitational force that pulls people and buildings towards the center would also pull every drop of water. Imagine pouring a bucket of water onto a dinner plate. It spreads out evenly, but then